This is Descendants Voidborn, a 4X strategy game currently in pre-alpha, made in the tradition of games like Galciv and Endless Space. But unlike most games in the genre, it's set in an entirely 3D universe, and it's designed to take under an hour to play each match. Now that we've cleared out the system, let's build a gap to harvest the genes and advance our science. The colonies available for construction will depend on what's in the system, as well as your current technology. This building will let us research new upgrades for our ships. Now that we're out of action points, let's end the turn. The AI is taking its turn now, but we can't see them. Everything we see right now is based on our long-range sensors. Okay, it looks like we got a mission assigned to us this turn. Since our current faction is a militaristic empire, our goal this game is primarily to maintain order. Our primary objective is to wipe out the rebel forces once and for all. It looks like we just learned the location of the rebel base, so it's time to end this. Each faction has a major objective that they pursue throughout the match. Achieving this objective constitutes a major change in the power dynamic of the universe, and triggers the end of the match. If we're going to assault the rebel base, we'll need some big guns. Let's examine our ship's current loadout and see what we've got. Right now we've got thermal lasers equipped, probably not enough to pierce the shields of the rebel ships. You can see that we have some options to purchase, but nothing powerful enough. Fortunately, the research lab we built last turn has completed. Let's go down to the surface and talk to the scientist in charge. At this point we should probably mention that our character art is still filler, but we're working on a major dialogue system update. Right now we can only talk to her about our research options. Okay, we can research microchips, which won't help us with upgrading our weapons. So instead, let's research lasers. Back to our battleship. Let's see if we have any new equipment options. And we do. We unlocked the straight-edged razor, which is a type of laser. And again, I feel obligated to mention that we are just starting to fill out the tech tree. This is a pre-alpha. And look at that! Equipping the straight-edged razor laser massively increases our attack value. And it's very affordable! Let's get one. Now it's time to pick a fight with some rebels. That was a successful attack. By completing our major objective, we've earned a bunch of points and ushered in the end of an era. In a real game, each player would have 3 more turns to complete their plans, but let's skip ahead. This is the epilogue screen. Once the match ends, you can click on the factions to see what happened to them, and choose the faction to continue as during your next match. In certain campaign modes, your options will be limited by the story, but during skirmishes you'll have free reign to choose who to play as. One of the best parts of having a persistent world is it allows us to organically introduce wildly varied, asymmetric factions. You can see this on the screen. Factions have different bonuses, different penalties, and different match-ending conditions. This allows us to recreate all of our favorite sci-fi tropes. Federation-style explorers, Battlestar Galactica-style nomadic refugees, Firefly-like freelancers. As we continue to build out our content, you can expect to see a huge variety among the playable factions. This is a timeline that allows you to look back over the history of your universe and trace the lineages of your playable factions over many, many games. It also serves as a record of your matches, and your victories and defeats. Let's start a new game as a direct descendant of our previous faction. Some time has passed, and we start with different technology. And our goals as a civilization are changed to reflect our new role in the universe. This is the same universe, so we can still find colonies from our prior games, some in ruin and some under new leadership. Our choices from the previous game affect everything about the scenario. We will find no rebels and many relics of the old empire. We start with technology inherited from our predecessors.
So that's been Descendants Voidborn. We'll see you at FIG! If you'd like to hear more, we'd love it if you'd subscribe on YouTube, follow our Twitter, or join the mailing list. www.voidbornwithane.com